Hey folks, welcome back to Law Creations. Hope everybody is having a great Sunday. Hope you all had a great weekend. And I just wanted to take a little bit of time tonight and just show you my recently created dioramas that I've been working on for the past couple weeks. And to the left here is a 1/6 scale trench diorama display. It's intended obviously for 12-inch figures, and to give you an idea, they fit in, they scale in very nicely, and I have some touch-ups to do. This one I sold already, so I need to finalize it for shipping. I need to put a nice wood border around the whole entire bottom. I need to support the bottom with a nice piece of thin wood, and this will be ready to ship out. And I'm really happy with this one. This one is just about all woodwork, balsa wood, popsicle sticks, so on and so forth, basswood. And the only foam really is the base and the back of the diorama. I made like a mound, a mountain, a hill type of thing, so to give it more of a cooler look than just a straight up trench. So yeah, made the I guess it's a sniper's bench. From what my understanding is, I don't really know too much of the history of these, but I thought they would be cool to make. I thought it would be cool to weather and actually to use a good. I have a good amount of balsa wood and popsicle sticks. I just wanted to use up, and I went light with the weathering. Very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not so much in your face. It's just lightly weathered. And for a trench, you can get really carried away because I'm sure the living conditions weren't the greatest. And I did some terrain texture paste here and added in a little bit of potted soil. And that's where I get these little like branches and things from. So yeah, this one was pretty cool. This one was fun to make. I just got some finishing touches to do, and this piece here I really like. I had this piece of wood here, and I just wanted to figure I make like a rock display type of diorama. Oftentimes I don't like to just make a base. I like to have a background, and just so when you see your figure, it's standing in front of something. But this one's a lot of fun. This is all. What particular foam did I use for this? This is all your cheap foam here, and I used a hot wire knife, and I just carved it. And then to give it, the structure and some security, I used some epoxy, two-part epoxy, and then I just went in and molded it. I gave it some textures, and that's all. That's all these rocks are. Is just the base of it is just foam board, like that type of white foam I showed you, and I textured it and I shaped it, and yeah, and I'm pretty happy with how they came out. I I base coated everything in like a bluish gray, and then I went over and just did a whole bunch of like brownish grayish washes, and then I went with a very light dry brush on the corners. Hopefully that's showing okay. Once again, did some texture pasting and made those little boulders out of the epoxy clay back there, here. And yeah, I'm very happy with this particular display. It came out really, really nice. It can be used for any. Right now I have this World of Warcraft figure on here, and he displays very nicely. And I mean, you could put anything, probably even a 1/6 scale figure, but I intended it more for a 1/12 scale. So just for your 6-inch figures, you can use it for Star Wars, anything. I had a Warhammer figure on here, Space Marine, and it all looks really good. I used some speed paints. I used some regular craft paints. yeah, I just used a whole bunch of, I got some skulls in here that I might throw in the display. I'm not sure, but yeah, this one I'm very happy with. And I just had a real thick piece of the white foam, and that's what I used here. And this is very, very, if you just used the foam, it would be very fragile. It would probably rip very easily, but this is very, very sturdy with the epoxy putty and all that foam. I mean, all that terrain paste and texture. It's a very rigorous coating. So whenever I use like terrain texture paste, and whenever I use epoxy over my terrain, I don't mind using the white cheap foam, packing foam, because you cover it and you make it nice and nice, secure, sturdy. So if you got some of that laying around, don't throw it out. There's always a use for it. Yeah, I wouldn't carve into it like brickwork and stonework and things like that, but you can definitely do some very nice epoxy work and some good base coating. And yeah, so this one was a lot of fun. And as you can tell, when I'm in the middle of creating, everything around me just, I don't know if you folks who create have the same issue, but I know when I create, the last thing I want to do is clean up. I just get such in a zone, and everything around me just becomes a mess. And I get frustrated with myself, and no matter how hard I try, everything just stays a mess. And it's difficult for me to take the time to clean, and I just want to get in and create. But by having such a messy desk, it really frustrates me when I go to do something and something's in the way, and I'm looking for something and I can't find it. It's just frustrating. You know, garbage bag down here. I got all this nonsense from cutting the foam, and that's after one cleaning already. I got some potting soil there that I use for terrain, and I used that a couple of days ago, but you think I would wrap it up and put it away, but I don't. I just get caught up creating, and I just can't be bothered. And you can probably see the rest of the area. I got some over there's all a mess as well, and that's all my 3D printing area. And yeah, there's a doom there. I don't know if you guys can see, but that I printed is from 3D Wicked. And actually, my 20-year-old daughter started painting it. She had to leave for college today, and that's how it was left. And she did all that by hand, and she's very talented. And it's a nice way for her and I to connect and hang out down here. And just like when she was smaller and a child, we always crafted and created together. So it's something that we can continue as she grows older. And she wants to learn how to 3D print. The only thing she doesn't really know how to do is like cutting the files and things like that. But she has an idea of how to clean them and things like that. And if you like, let's just keep scrolling, and I'll go slow so I can show you the rest of my mess. Here, got a little heater for when I do 3D print. My first Hot Toys figure, Hunter, which is a pretty great figure. I'm not quite sure if I would spend that kind of money again, but yeah, I just wanted to have a 1/6 scale Star Wars figure for scale if I ever create anything. And some more little rock terrain, and over here I got a bag, and just moved this desk over there. So yeah, and here's my little storage area full of stuff. But it gives you an idea of when I have a nice dedicated art space that, unfortunately, a struggle of mine is keeping it clean. And I just try and create. I just purchase a TV so I can watch Netflix or YouTube. This desk I purchased off of eBay, brand new. It's a good size 8-foot desk, and I'm very happy with it. So, yeah. But that's it. Custom dioramas I've been working on. Messy room, I guess. And so on and so forth. But my plan is this week to get to the room and organize and get everything looking good. But yeah, but I was happy to finish these up and pretty happy with the results. Okay, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.